doing? RC on behalf of Cool with a Swish 227. Right back here in the place to be, right? So I guess it's not gonna act right. I'm gonna cooperate. I'm gonna try to make it cooperate. But how's everybody doing, man? I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing enjoying your holiday season. Hope that the Hoops watchers, more specifically women's basketball hoop watchers, are having a great time enjoying this college basketball season thus far. As we near closer to the conclusion of non-con play, which is going to take me into Iowa versus Iowa State discussion, which is going to be the first topic, and then we're going to segue from there into having a discussion about, why did I add Oklahoma? I don't think neither one is going to take a long time to discuss, but let me talk to you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys on my ride home. So look, as it comes to Iowa State, juicy contest, really juicy contest, big time matchup. For starters, both of these teams are unbeaten. A lot of great teams have lost. Some teams I might have thought was really great, or I thought they was gonna be great. They lost. Teams that you wouldn't expect to lose, they've lost. So a lot of teams got 1-0. It's a lot of teams with 1-0, and somebody's gonna get an L in this game on Wednesday. Be it my Iowa, I almost said my Iowa State. Be it my Iowa Hawkeyes, or be it the Iowa State Cyclones. Somebody's losing their first game of the season, and it ain't all bad, because most teams everybody ain't. So I put it this way: it's very unlikely that anybody's gonna go unbeaten, right? It's very unlikely that anybody's gonna go unbeaten, especially this year. So it's not all bad to lose. But Iowa State looks really good, and Iowa, in my unbiased take, we look pretty darn good. I would say that we're gonna have to be clicking on all cylinders as we go against the Cyclones, as we figure out what to do with the great Audie Crooks, and also, unfortunately, I can only name, and that's gonna change, of course. But right now, I can only name Jada Williams, Audie Crooks. See, it never fails. It never fails. Every time I go live, I yawn. It just is what it is. Most times. Maybe I need to go live more. But Audie Crooks, Jada Williams, and Addie Brown. I remember Emily Ryan, but I believe Emily Ryan graduated. So it's like I got to learn about Iowa State. But honestly, I just don't know much about them because I don't watch them that much. I have seen like a game or two from Audie. I've seen them, beating on what I consider to be lesser teams like Valparaiso. So I'm like trying to see like, okay, Audie, I know you can do it. I've seen you do it against great teams. And so now I'm at the point where I want to see you do it against Iowa. I want to see you do it against our post players, Hannah Stuckey, Ava Hayden, Layla Hayes, who I think all of them will get thrown at you. What's up, Daniel Berry? I think that's Daniel Berry. Salute to you. Jada Williams, I ain't mad because she could have chose Iowa, but she chose to go to Iowa State in rivalry school, and I'm not mad about it at all. I was like, it actually encouraged you, because I thought, okay, we'll find somebody, and we found Chit Chat Wright, which now I'm like, okay, is Chit Chat Wright gonna play? Do we need Chit Chat Wright to win this game? And I would tell you guys right now, what we gonna probably miss the most if Chit Chat can't play, because she played about like 6 to 7 minutes of a quarter in our last game versus Rutgers, and then she checked out. And allegedly, they say that she was being saved for the Iowa State game, but I don't know that to be true. I don't know, and I will continue to look for updates and see what's going on. And Tatum Mulaney might be getting closer. But then again, maybe she might not be getting closer. You know, when I looked at the update for Christina Karazamuzzi from UCLA, she on concussion protocol. So as it pertains to Chad Wright, maybe they're just going day to day with it. But I think we're going to need her ball handling. I don't know about her scoring, but we definitely going to need her ability to be able to bring the ball up the court. And I think if we don't have it, that could be one of the biggest difference between us winning and losing. Also, who on this team, this is what I say. Let me say this. You either got to have contributions from everybody in the starting lineup. They got to be doing something. They don't got to be scoring. Somebody in the starting lineup got to be rebounding if they ain't scoring. Making the right pass, collecting assists, playing tough defense, you know, checking boxes across the board. Then you need two players that's going to score at least 15 to 20. You know, so who's going to do that unless you got somebody that's going to be dropping 20 plus. And when I look at this Iowa team, depth is one of our tremendous gifts. But I don't know if I look at the team and see anybody who's going to score 20. I don't even know if we got a 20-point score. Audie Crooks is super dangerous because she probably going to come in, drop about 20, 30. You know, so it's like, okay, can you stop? Can you reasonably do it? Can you make it hard for Addie Brown? Can you make it tough for Jada Williams to not be able to penetrate, to not be able to help with the scoring load? Because when I look at us, I love what Taylor Stremlow does from the standpoint of which overall, when I say sans scoring, minus scoring, she's able to do a lot. She can get rebounds, passes. She does a lot, gets the crowd involved. I just think like, okay, do we have enough firepower? And that's what I'm getting at. Hannah Stuelke, not in her best offensive stretch. You know, who else we got? Addie Deal's coming off the bench, right? And we'll get the next Addie Deal episode out either tomorrow after the game or the next day after that. But I'm thinking like, who are we guaranteed to get scored from? Ava Hayden is a name. So what about Hannah Stuelke? Like I say, she in a rough stretch. She gonna have to break out and she gonna have to be offensively productive and defensively productive, which I think she can be on. Who was that? What's going on? Who's that? Colleen Houston? Oh, what's up, Colleen? I didn't know you was here. I ain't know nobody. Like I knew like people going in and out the chat, but I didn't know you were Johnny Houston. Johnny Houston had a great game, which reminds me, I don't even think I put out the Johnny Houston YouTube short. I was giving her mad praise for her performance, and I don't think I put it out. I gotta find it and put it out anyway because she did have a great game. And let's see, can she follow it up back to back? And that'll be something spectacular. I hope she can. She definitely can get out there. That's a great name. She definitely can get out there and impact some things. She just goes hard. She just nonstop moving. Always out there playing hard. Always out there fighting. Always out there, scrapping, getting rebounds, the tough rebounds, putbacks. It's what she does. Pogo stick mentality. So I'm proud of her in her approach. And I think as the offensive game comes along, as it continues to grow and evolve, oh my goodness, we're going to have ourselves a prolific player. Now, let's see. I had a name on the tip of my tongue. I had it right there. She kind of got out of her slump last game, but we'll see if she can, because sometimes in the big game, she don't get moments. She don't get that many moments. We'll see how Layla Hayes does. I need Taylor Stremlow to be a little bit more aggressive, and then Taylor McCabe. Taylor McCabe is the name. She going to have to, right? Am I right? Y'all let me know if I'm right or I'm wrong. She can knock down those threes, and we're going to need it. We're going to need it. And I always watch Ava Hayden offensively, and she's great at that. But I wonder, maybe I should watch some Iowa games because I be paying attention to her defense, but I don't know if I be paying enough attention to Ava Hayden's defense. And she definitely going to have to bring the defense against Audie Crooks. And on offense, if you can't bring the best defense, run her crazy. And wouldn't y'all agree with me? Run Audie Crooks crazy. Ava Hayden loves to run. Am I right? So let her run, let her sprint like a deer, and let her get up and down the court and outscore Audie, and let's have a mismatch right there. Because I do believe Hannah Stuelke is going to bring her defense if her offense ain't there. And then Addie Deal coming off the bench, because we don't have, I don't know, I'll check the reports as the days get closer. The game is tomorrow. Wait a minute, the game is tomorrow. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So, oh yeah, but I'm still going to check the reports. Might be an Emily Rodriguez game, She got the height, the versatility. You know, maybe just bring it back in. Just rein it in a little bit. But this might be an Eddie Deal game, y'all. Like, real talk. This might be an Eddie Deal game because she's one of our most athletic, explosive players on our team. And, you know, Iowa got some good athleticism. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, hey, this might be a great time for her to really impact the game. I hope the moment ain't too big. Now, I'm going to read y'all comments in the split second. Bro, could you please drive? I'm almost home, so I'm going to read your comments in the split second. I just happened to see Daniel Berry and Colleen's comment. Just happened to be looking down. Bro, this bus. What am I complaining for? Buses always drive slow. But, yeah, speaking of busing, I hope we bust their butt tomorrow. You know, it's going to be a great game. The rivalry games with them is always competitive. Again, 2 unbeaten teams, both undefeated. And I'm looking at it like it's a great opportunity for Iowa. It's a great opportunity for Iowa State. Whoever wins, hey, it's a Cy-Hawk game. I hope they put on great performances. I hope both teams put on great performances. But the way I feel about it is we really just about to see what we made of. You know, we really finna see what the Hawkeyes is truly made of. It's our biggest test of the season so far. And we passed some great tests. I thought we played really good against Baylor. For me, it's the way we win and the different ways that we win. We won differently against Miami. We won differently with Baylor. Fairfield, they tried to shoot us out of the game, and we held serve. We didn't get rattled, and that was a good game because it's like Fairfield came out hot shooting, pretty much kept hot shooting, and it's like, are we going to get rattled? Are we going to lose our composure? We didn't do any of that. I can't talk. We regained composure a little bit when we slipped in the first. Yeah, you just got a ticket, buddy. Buddy just got a ticket. They don't be playing up here, y'all. Who was that? Dang. Oh, okay. I ain't talking to Daniel. But yeah, they don't be playing up here, y'all. You run them red lights and they say don't move. I mean, I say don't move. If it say red light photo enforced, or if it say, I forget the other one. No turn on red. If it say no turn on red, then that's what the hell they mean. And so if you go ahead and turn on red if you want to, and your address, they're gonna drop that what is it, that $120 fine in your mailbox at they earliest convenience. And whenever they get that, see that, they definitely gonna do that. But that's just here nor there, and I'm getting off slightly off topic. But big game tomorrow, nationally televised game on ESPN. I'm excited for it. I'm really, really pumped up for it. Again, biggest game of the season until we get to UConn. I said we was going to finish non-conference play 10-1, so that would mean that I said our only loss would be to Connecticut. Now, if we lose to Iowa State, then that's out the window. You know, I'm not going to talk about that UConn game until we get a little bit closer to it, but hopefully when we get closer to it, we're still unbeaten. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take everything that we have and just a little bit more, and then just a little bit more. Defense is something we're going to play. I'm not worried about Iowa not playing defense because I know that we're going to play defense. It's, to me, can we get enough scoring? Will Ava Heighton, you know, potentially be bothered, shut down by Audie? Audie, how many minutes is she going to play? Audie might put up 30 points in 20 minutes. She's dangerous. She dangerous like that Michael Jackson album, y'all. She dangerous. So I am concerned. I'm always concerned about Audie Cruz when we play them. I always am. They got a good point guard now. You know, Jada Williams, you know, she suffice. You know, Addie Brown, we need to make the shots tough for her. Speaking of her, we need to make shots tough for Audie, because Audie can shoot from all over the place. But as I see it, you know, just won a great game, and I want us to win. But it's not always like that, you know. It doesn't always shake out that way. But one thing I will say is that this team is going to fight. Coach Jay is going to have us ready. So win or lose, we'll be fine. And I had to learn that watching my Bruins lose. My Bruins lose too this year. I'm excited too, Colleen. Who did we lose to? We lost to, Texas. Texas beat us. I was mad. It was a day before Thanksgiving. Yeah. I was so irritated because I was like, bro, I'm feeling like that UConn game, like when we straight got like the crap beat out of us. And I'm looking at it like, bro, this is not a good look. But you can learn from loss and you can learn from wins. and you're gonna learn even more from that loss because it's gonna hurt, it's gonna sting a little bit more. And when you win, you feel good about yourself. The positive vibes are everywhere. And when you lose, you know that you need to put a little bit more extra into it. You need to put a little bit more motivation into it, a little bit more drive into it, so that you are able to erase that, get that bad taste out of your mouth, keep it going, and get back on top of things the right way. And so, yeah, a loss don't mean the end of the world, especially if it's coming now, especially if it's during a month. Let's say during a month. No, what is it? Y'all help me out. I'm going crazy. November, in November, December, pretty much January before you get to conference play. Once you get to conference play, it's time to sharpen it up, and then it depends on how much that Big Ten or that SEC or that ACC tournament, conference tournament, being a champion of it, it depends on how much that means to you. So yeah, because once you hit March Madness and it's do or die, you do or you die. Period. So it's a 1-game scenario similar to football. So it's that's how it goes. But I'm going to jump over. Let's see what's up with the comment. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Fat Boy Jim, Ether, Colleen was in here talking. Appreciate everybody that's came through. So I want to say this real quick because I'm about to get out of here in a minute. In the games tonight, but man, that game, that Oklahoma game versus NC State. NC State put on the show. You say I like your ideas. Tune into Hawk Talk, Coach Jensen. I used to like listen to Coach Bluter. They tell your philosophies. I appreciate that, Colleen. I think one of the things for me, like, we'll try to get a little bit creative and to create episode series. So to create episode series on players, for me was a great idea that I think I conceived just at random. I was like, because basically I was like, Eddie Deal is my favorite Hawkeye since Caitlin Clark. And I always been like anticipating Deal's arrival. So it only made sense for me to therefore make an episode series out of it. And I always said I want to stick with it no matter what. But seeing people watch it, seeing people comment, even if only like 25 people watch, it's the comments. People comment when the video drop. And then people just excited. So I'm thankful, whether it's like 10 people or 20 people or 50, 100 people, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as a couple of people watch and pay attention, then that's what matters. And I would share that with anybody that say, oh, I want to do YouTube. Do it because you love it. So then that way, if you get 8 comments or if you get 20 views, you'll still be happy that somebody watched. And so for me to do the Addy series and actually get people to watch, I think that's cool. And like, I just try to stay consistent with it. With the series, I think I'm up to episode 5, and I'm only on episode 2 of Jazzy. Because I like Jasmine. I don't know if you're familiar with her, Colleen, but she plays for USC. And next season, her and Juju gonna be really, really special together. And they got like they got the number 1 ranked recruiting class next year too. So USC is gonna be special. And so with Jasmine, Jazzy Davidson, I really was impressed with her versatility, and I was like, I wouldn't mind doing a reoccurring series on her. So that's how that came about. And then Aaliyah Chavez is the last one, and I recorded the video yesterday, but if I don't like it, I'm gonna re-record it because I've yet to actually put that out. But I have that's the final episode series. But talking about Oklahoma real quick, I always was worried about, and if you didn't see the video, watch the video I put out about Welcome to Oklahoma, because it makes more sense if you watch the actual video, because I was like, now, 2 things a lot, but I've been rooting for both of these teams. I've expressed this. I went UCLA over 20 years, way before I had a channel, way before I even said I wanted to do YouTube. And to add another thing, gave it a lot of thought, but it just felt organic, because the way when I did USC, when I did a live stream I did a play-by-play on Oklahoma and Aaliyah Chavez when they beat NC State, and I was just so excited. First of all, she's a hooper, and it's kind of like it's the same way it is with Caitlin Clark in the Fever. It's like if Caitlin was to ask for a trade tomorrow, I'm gonna be a fan of wherever she go, and I'm probably not gonna be a Fever fan. So to add Oklahoma, it made sense because I'm a Chavez fan. I'll Google for Gaga over Chavez. So it only made sense for me to become a fan of the team because I like the team. I liked the team last year, but I love the team this year. And I had players I liked on the team last year. But this year, I'm just all in because it's like wherever she went, I said I was going to be a fan of her. So it's like she is excellent. Check her out, Colleen. You won't regret it. You know, if you haven't seen Oklahoma play, check them out. Check out number 2, Aaliyah Chavez. But yeah, game tomorrow. Super excited for it. Definitely gonna try to call it. Definitely gonna try to live stream it. Hopefully, I'm not too locked in. If I'm too locked in, then that's a whole nother thing. But I was locked in. I was locked in the Oklahoma game, and I kept calling it. I was just jumping around the house because I was just so excited. And so yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all too much long. Only 22 minutes. I feel like I've been talking for about 45 minutes, guys. It's crazy. Time just be flying. It just be flying. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep y'all. What's next? What's about to drop? I got a short on my bold prediction coming that Oklahoma will be beating South Carolina January 22nd. I walked it back, and now I'm standing back on business. I'm saying I think they're gonna win. And then I got a video coming on Jordan Lee. Colleen, you're gonna have too many names. Look up Jordan Lee. Well, I wouldn't say look up. You need to watch her you need to watch a Texas game to see watch Texas versus North Carolina. And if you need to, this is probably on YouTube. It was on TV, but it's probably on YouTube. I DVR a lot of games. That's how I'm able to catch a lot of games that I can't catch. Or, you know, if I have access to it, like if it's ESPN Plus, I'm gonna check it out. And if it's not showing, like if I didn't get a chance to DVR it, I might catch it on YouTube. If not, then I just catch the highlights. But I try to watch the games because highlights don't do everything justice, but highlights are good in pinches, you know. So yeah, I would say Jordan Lee is definitely someone to check out. I'm gonna have a video coming on Jordan Lee, and do I have any? Yeah, I mean, just stay tuned because I'm sure I got some. That Journey Houston video, I'm gonna put that out because Colleen reminded me that I didn't. She brought up Journey and I forgot. I realized I didn't put it out. But yeah, y'all just stay tuned. There's always some content coming, and that's why I think for me, y'all notice before I go, I always like go off and do other things sometimes, but I always come right back to women's basketball. I might go out and talk about my Cowboys. I might talk about my Dallas Cowboys. I might go out and talk about Notre Dame for a little bit. I might do some content on them. I might go off and I might even discuss Texas Tech is not winning the championship. They are not winning. You know, they did not get Aaliyah Chavez. So how is Texas Tech? Are you talking about men's basketball? I don't watch men's basketball until February. Our only teams I watch, I take that back. The only men's college basketball teams I watch some Duke games, and I will watch St. Louis. Don't ask me. I don't know. I like St. Louis Billikens, the basketball team. I like to support them. I like to watch them. I like to go to their games. I like St. Louis basketball. I don't know anything about the women's basketball team, football. I do love sports. You know, I do love it. And so football. I'll watch the college football playoffs. I'll watch it, even though Notre Dame didn't make it with their crazy self. But yeah, check those names out, Colleen. Check out Jordan Lee. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing well. I can't wait to take video footage of these Christmas tree lights. That's something I definitely will do before Christmas ends. But yeah, y'all have a good one. I'll be back on probably live streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna start popping in after games if I don't do live stream, and then I'm gonna try to get back to doing more videos of games afterwards. But hey, I can only do so much content before I, lose it. So I gotta, pace myself. But appreciate y'all, and I'll shout everybody out as I leave. Colleen, thank you for coming in, participating in the chat. White Whip Hero, Daniel Berry was in here. Somebody was in here before Daniel Berry. Yeah, the trolls. I ain't worried about no trolls. I ain't worried about no trolls. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Iowa game. We'll talk more. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me get in here. I got to feed my niece or whatever. She waiting on this McDonald's. Y'all know how kids are. So if I'll get her McDonald's, and that's gonna be a dinner, she gonna go crazy. So I'll catch y'all later. All right, peace out. Hawkeyes for life. We out. And that L is not a loss, by the way. That's a win. I'm out.